I just love working with my gemstones, so I wanted to come to you today and just show you how to be at home during a private meditation time or a quiet time and feel like you can do something with these tools. You can use them to help you meditate or help you calm down or before you might take a nap or rest or any time at all. So some of the different pieces that I really like is my malas, and you can use any mala that you might have at home, although I like to use certain gemstones for certain reasons. And when you meditate or pray with a mala, I like to have a one mantra that I say over and over again and go with each bead. And this is the way the Tibetans did it in the very beginning, I'm told. So if you wanted to say peace, bring peace to our world, bring peace to our world, and with each chant, you're really just taking one of the stones and you're starting to meditate with those. And then once you go all the way up and you're repeating your mantra, you get to the guru bead, you're reminded of the mantra. I like to stop and take 3 long, deep breaths, and then we do it again. And then you do it again, and then you come back down to the beginning. So by that time, you're really relaxed and you're ready to meditate or talk or just think or write or whatever you personally want to do during this time. It's very important. Now, the other things that I have here, when I'm working with my own little place, I've set up a place in my house. I have several places in my house and one outside, so that I can go into that space and feel very quiet, very at peace. I have some gemstone oil, so I can use oil in an area where I'm feeling dry on my skin. I have the gemstone poultices that I can use. I actually use these to really stimulate the muscles, and I put a couple of these in my gym bag. So when I'm at the spa and I've taken a steam bath and I'm all dried off, I actually take these stones and just pound them a little bit very gently and then roll them onto areas that might be really tight. I love my Joya rollers. I keep 2 in my gym bag. I keep 2 next to my bed. I keep 2 actually in my office. You can use them underneath your feet. If you're in your office, roll your feet on the top. You can also do this just with a regular sphere, and it's very good for the muscles on the bottom of your feet. However, with the Joya, what I like to do is be able to use that in the hip area. I have really tight hips, and that's a common problem with everybody today. So you can use those in your office and just turn and roll this into there. I like red jasper because red jasper has a lot of energy to it. I also like to use aventurine because of the connective tissue and the real relaxing environment that aventurine brings us as well. These facial rollers, I use these of course in my bathroom when I am doing my routine at night, and I finish up with moisturizer, and I'll take a little bit of the gemstone oil or a straight jojoba oil, and I will roll these the product onto my face, especially right underneath my eyes and above my eyes, holding into spaces where I feel some extra tension. Many of those places are where headaches get started, so I really use those. And the face and body roller that we have with Joya that you can use anywhere, I like to keep those in different places of the house as well, because this is a smaller roller and I can go into areas much easier. It is smaller, and I can even use it up the back of my arms. So those are a few things that you can do with your stones. These aventurine wands I really like to use on the bottom of my feet when I'm doing a self massage, and I can find those rough spaces and roll that in, and then find those tight knots and just move them. You can do that anywhere on the body. I like the palm stone because it does the same thing. Remember, the energy from the stone, like this magnesite, is really good for muscles and joints. So if you've got a tight muscle in a certain area and you're seated on the couch, watching TV, whatever, you can actually just take those stones, roll them up underneath different areas that might be tight, and just lie on them. You are getting the energy from the stone. They do help. But I really like to meditate with them because they even help more when you're meditating. think I've covered most of that. Last but not least is our famous Phoenix swing. And massage therapists tend to love this. However, when you're using it by yourself, it has a ridge on the top of it, which really can get into tight areas as well. Gives you some options to play with.